Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of WMSC's Local Live from Anodyne on Bruce. It is going to be a fabulous show tonight. A big shout out to our in-house audience. Give yourselves a hand. Matt, I'm really glad to see, this is Matt Wild, for those of you that may not be in the know, that you are sporting your Tropicale look. It suits you so well.
Thank you very much, Sid. It's nice to be here. You know, they say, dress for the job you want, not the job you have. I like to dress for the weather I want, not the weather we have. I also like to dress for the band we have tonight. Of course, the great, the legendary, the Exotics here tonight with us. Of course, here I am in my tiki gear, and here they are kind of in the black suit and tie spy gear, but, you know, this is kind of, you know,
we work it out.
Two sides of the Exotics. I'm representing that tropical side tonight. So it's great to be here. Really looking forward to them bringing some surf-infused sunshine on this very gloomy, rainy, and cold opening day.
Before we get into the music, Matt, I just want to present you with this Rockabilly Chili baseball cap.
Well, thank you very much.
And a bottle of our Formula 91.7 hot sauce in honor of the Milwaukee Records 10-year anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
Well
yes,
done.
yeah. Who would have thunk? Milwaukee Record, 10 years. Really appreciate that, Sid. Thank you very much. Any other particular reason you're giving me Rockabilly Chili gear?
Because it's on Sunday, and we hope to see everyone down there. And those of you tuned in right now can get an additional $5 off if you get your tickets right now and put in the promo code EXOTICS at wmsc.org/store. Now, enough of this hullabaloo. Tonight's show is being live streamed. You can watch it along at wmsc.org as well as on our Facebook page and YouTube channel.
Do we have anything more to add? Let's get right to the music. Ladies and gentlemen, the Exotics.
That's on our last record available here tonight. Next up, we have Music to Watch Girls By. Take it away, Brant. All right, we'd like to do a song by the Legends from right here in Milwaukee. This was one of their hits. This is The Lariat.
Well done, Exotics. That was fantastic. Please introduce yourselves to the audience.
I'm Don, and I play drums.
Yeah, for Don.
I'm John, and I play the bass.
Woo!
I'm Brant, and I play the guitar.
Woo!
And I'm Paul, and I play guitar sometimes.
Wow. It's the Exotics here on WMSC's Local Live from Anodyne on Bruce. Gentlemen, before we talk about you, let's talk about the band, the song you just played by a Milwaukee band called The Legends. Now, this is a band I'm dimly familiar with. Can you tell us a little bit about The Legends from Milwaukee?
They put out a record on the Ermine label, and eventually they were signed to Capitol Records.
What kind of years are we talking about? What kind of era are we talking about here?
Very early 60s.
60s.
Yeah. They used to play out Muskego Beach all the time. That was a big spot. They used to draw hundreds and hundreds of kids on the weekends.
Well, let's talk about, now that we've talked about the Legends, let's talk about the Exotics. I was looking back on my records, trying to figure out the last time I saw y'all live. And it turned out you were one of the first groups that I saw kind of coming out of COVID. In 2021, you were playing a pig roast at Boone and Crockett alongside, I believe it was the Adventures of the Static Chicken, the erotic Adventures of the Static Chicken. This was summer 2021. So I thought I'd start with a real fun question. Let's talk about COVID. Being such a band that really thrives kind of in the live setting, how kind of gloomy were those years for you, those COVID years, and how have you come out of it? How are you doing these days in the glorious days of 2024?
Well, like everybody else, we took a big break, but, we don't really sing much, so we don't have to worry about spreading a lot of germs. So that worked out in our favor, but we kind of played it cool during that time, and the second we could get out and play again, we started setting up shows because, we've been together almost 30 years. We like to play out, so we don't mess around.
Well, isn't that the case? Isn't this your 30th anniversary year?
We'll be celebrating 30 years in October
Very good.
from
Well,
our
it
first
is your
rehearsal.
year.
Our very first rehearsal, anyway.
Tell us about, I always claim that I'm not from Milwaukee, even though I've been here now for 10 years, but I don't know where this germ of the idea of the Exotics to come to be comes from.
Well, I would have to turn that over to Don. He and I are the two original members for the most part.
Ooh,
these
were there
days, but-
weird, crazy band breakups? Like somebody's like, I'm not
No.
playing surf music anymore.
You didn't see this behind the music episode on
Yeah,
VH1?
not really.
Sam?
It was nothing that dramatic. We just, we had some dead weight we had to shuffle off, so. No, I'm just kidding. But Don could tell you a little bit more about that.
The origins of the Exotics, Don. Please stay with us.
We want the dirt.
Well,
we want
we played in bands most of our lives. I did. I started playing out in punk rock bands in Milwaukee. And I don't know, my dad had a lot of Ventures records. And after getting sick of lead singers, I thought, what if we just played in a band that didn't have a singer? Everybody
And you
thought
say
it was
there's
a
no
bad
dirt.
idea. Everybody thought it was a bad idea. But it worked. And, we sing a couple songs here and there, but for the most part, we are instrumental. And, it's coming up on 30 years. It's been a fun ride. These are great guys, and we're all like brothers.
Well, it is 30 years. What's the magic? What's the secret?
I hope we can keep it going.
How do you keep it going? What's the secret that you guys still get along after 30 years?
I don't know.
We never said we get along.
We never said we get along. Yeah, we just learned to tolerate each other. It all worked out.
Is it hard to coordinate the matching outfits?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Have you
what
ever have you ever shown up in tiki attire when
Constant
you're supposed
drama.
to be in suit attire, in spy attire?
I want to wear a tie.
One
I
guy
wanna wear a
shows up in
striped
white
shirt.
jeans, the other guy in, I don't know, khakis. It's
Ooh.
not good.
Well, we do have to compromise, and that's what we do.
So we argue for about a week via text message before the show, and then we finally somebody gives up, and then we all agree on something, and that's how it works.
It's kind of like being married. You just learn to make it work.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys, like we were saying, just kind of a live band through and through. You've got to have some wacky, some zany, some bizarre stories from over the years. Like Like I just mentioned, you guys playing a pig roast at Boone and Crockett a couple years ago. Do you have any really, truly bizarre places you've played? I'm thinking, I don't know, bar mitzvahs or, not that that's strange.
We've had
but,
some soul-crushing gigs, yes.
Well, let's talk about soul-crushing gigs, yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're
Most weddings that we've played have been pretty, we're an instrumental band, so grandma wants to hear a polka or the chicken dance or some Frank Sinatra or whatever, and we always disappoint at weddings, so.
How
we
did
quit
I think we've
doing
had a
weddings.
couple
Do you
that were
guys
good.
do tequila?
Oy.
Do you guys do Wipeout?
Have you guys, though, but you guys have been invited to play some festivals and take part in other surf rocky events, correct? Well, let's
We've
talk about
traveled all
those. Those
over-
are the good ones.
Yeah, we traveled all over the country. We played festivals in California several times. Florida helped
Was
me
California
out.
hard? Because that's kind of the heartland of surf rock as far as
It
I'm
really is.
concerned.
We went out there in 2010 and did the California Tiki Tour, and we started in the Bay Area and did all tiki venues all the way down to San Diego.
I don't think people realize, like, there's a lot of surf bands out there, but not a lot of trad surf bands, traditional. And we're pretty, stuck in 62, 63 before those darn Beatles ruined everything.
So there's a Beatles beef, you're saying. You really got it out for the Fab Four.
I don't like them.
Yeah.
My hair's staying like this, my friend.
They need to be taken down a peg or two, I'd say. Speaking of shows, you've got a really interesting, I'm sure you've got a busy summer, but one show that I noticed on your schedule coming up in June, playing a kind of a benefit show for the Turf Skate Park, the glorious resurrection of the turf. And that is quite the show. It was just announced a few days ago. You guys are on the bill. Agent Orange, The Crosses from Milwaukee, Convert from Milwaukee, a bunch of younger bands, Scam Likely, Bug Moment, Rusty Peas, Wave Chappelle. Talk about that. Obviously the Turf, kind of a legendary skate park in Milwaukee's history. What brought you into this show?
Well, Surf and Turf, as it was originally called, opened in 1979, and I was 13 years old, and I was there every day for years and years and years. So it definitely has a place in my heart, and I'll probably be in a nursing home by the time they get it built, but I'm excited that they're rebuilding it, and I hope to skate it soon.
What's the date of that again?
June 15th, I believe. It's in June, yep.
Fantastic. I think we need to get back to some more music
I think
because
we
you
ought
guys
to.
got a full platter of tunes to play for the audience. So take it away, the Exotics.
All right, here's one off the record, available here tonight, written by Johnny Z. This is Surf Burglar. It's the Exotics Twist. All right, it's Jet Setter, written by Mr. Johnny Z. Next up, we have The Enchanted Interrogation Room, available here tonight. Thank you. Give it up for Paul Wall.
Yeah.
Expect me to die, Mr. Bond?
It's the Exotics live on Local Live here on WMSC, live from Anodyne on Bruce. Big hand to the Exotics, and a big hand to our dancers here
Yes.
at Anodyne on Bruce. Thank you for dancing. Now, gentlemen, as we were sitting here listening, Sid and I, she gave me some inside information. We have your set lists here, and she mentioned that all the songs in red are the ones where you do kind of your little synchronized dancing. Now, how tough is it to get those hot dance moves down?
Matt, you just spoiled the whole show.
I can't believe he's telling secrets.
in
Well
the-
done, Matt.
Come on, I apologize. I don't know. They'll put this on the behind the music
How hard
next
it
time.
is depends on how long it's been since we last played or did them. Really.
Are they based off of a particular band? Like, I know it's sort of the style of the music, but is there an old surf rock band that you're like, we want to do the lean forward or the...
You know, I'm not exactly sure how that came about. You know, we were super influenced by the Ventures, and they had some songs with moves back in the day. Don, I think it was Don's idea.
The Shadows had a lot of moves too. From
Shadows
England.
too. I
A
blame
lot of the
Don.
British bands, because of the Shadows, had a lot of the.
Was it hard to write
Moves.
surf tracks that, or surfy spy music, whatever, however we want to refer to it, that didn't sound like you wanted to sound like surf music, but you don't want it to copy exactly what the Ventures sound like. Was that
I think it's
difficult?
incredibly hard to write original instrumental songs because the instrumentals, like some of the very first rock and roll songs were instrumental songs. It's been done. The era of the rock and roll instrumental being a chart hit, being regular radio play, that was in the 50s and early 60s. So, and then there's been 40, 50 years since then, so, or longer actually now. So yeah, it's been done. It's hard. It's one of the reasons why we write songs at such a glacial pace.
So I guess there's not going to be a new Exotics record coming anytime soon that will
I
combine.
don't count on. I don't know. Don't jinx us. Well, yes, we're gonna we'll get one before we quit.
Excellent.
We'll have another
Yeah.
one before we
Yes.
break up.
Now, I have some highly personal questions for a couple of you Exotics. First up, Johnny Z, host, of course, of the great Chicken Shack on WMSC Friday mornings. If I had to pick a favorite WMSC show, there's a lot to choose from. The Chicken Shack would be way up there. My question to you, sir, will you ever run out of George Jones tracks for your patented Mandatory Jones segment?
Oh boy, yeah, it's getting harder and harder to come up with new ones. I'll tell you what, but I've still got a few nuggets stuck away. So
Good to
I think
hear.
we'll have it for a little while yet.
Good. Like I said, fantastic show. If you
Well,
don't
thank you.
tune in Friday mornings, please do. It's a fantastic show.
Thanks a lot.
My next question for Don. Now, Don, I was rooting through my wallet, and I found your card in my wallet from Foundation. I've probably had this card. For some reason, I've never cashed this in. It is good for one free Mai Tai. It has your signature on the back. I don't know how long this has been in my wallet. I don't know why I haven't cashed it in. My question to you is, A, is this still good? Can I cash this in?
Yeah, it went from a $6 value to an $11 value. So
All right.
hang
So-
on to it and wait till they're $15 and then come and have one.
really worked out well in my favor. Second question. Let's talk about the Foundation a little bit. Would it be fair to say the Foundation plays looms fairly large in the Exotics legacy?
Yeah, the foundation's been around just 1 year less than the Exotics. And we do play a lot of surf music there, as well as Exotica and all kinds of different things. But yeah, two places near and dear to my heart. My life hasn't changed much in 30 years.
Wait, what is Exotica?
Martin Denny, Les Baxter.
Excellent. I know Martin
Yeah.
Denny. Fantastic.
Well, the Foundation has changed a little bit over the years. As we were talking about the Turf Skate Park before, I remember when I first rolled into town, kind of in the mid-'90s, Foundation was a bit of a skate bar. A lot of skateboards on the walls and things, and certainly evolved over the years. Correct?
That's correct. In the beginning, we had Tiki Tuesday, one night a week, and it was skateboards, surfboards, broken guitars, punk flyers on the wall, And it definitely was an evolution over the years, and eventually became Tiki Tuesday every night.
Every night, Tiki Tuesday. I like
And the
that.
rest is history.
I like that punk rock spirit still does live on in Foundation and still lives on in the Exotics.
So what is the most important instrument in a surf rock band? Is it the bass or is it the guitar? Like, what is... I want to know, because I see you
It's
slapping it away
definitely
there.
the bass. Come on.
Yeah, that depends who you ask.
I would say the drums, because without the drums, I mean,
The-
it would just
Don-
be
Don's
symphony music.
snare drum. Don's snare drum is the voice of the band, as he's often said.
Fantastic.
No, I'm just kidding. It is the guitar. Surf is all about the twangy, surfy, echoey guitar. People don't know what surf music is. We say, have you heard the Batman theme? Have you ever watched the Munsters? And they go, oh, okay, I think I get it now.
For fellow musicians who may be listening, and I'm a terrible musician, which is why I'm asking, how do you get that sound from the guitar? How do you get that surfy, twangy sound? Like I said, I play guitar, but it took me years to just figure out like a tuning pedal. So anything beyond that is a mystery to me. Give us let's talk shop here. Let's talk gear.
Reverb.
That's it.
That's kind of it.
Okay.
We've talked about just plugging straight into the amps before without the pedals and stuff, but we have a little bit more dynamics going on, so it's, but it's a very Ventures-y sound. They played Strats and Mosrites, and sometimes with no reverb. But yeah, reverb. I would
So
say.
I've noticed a lack of video. Why isn't there, like I've seen live video of you guys, but why isn't there like a planned story of your spies or your surf guys? Why isn't there like, I've stolen the gyms and I'm hopping on my surfboard and I'm flying away?
Where's the Exotics version of Help?
Yes.
Is what we're
Funding.
asking. Yeah.
What?
Funding.
Yeah.
As soon as we can get some footage of Johnny Z surfing down at Bradford Beach, we're going to start putting the video together.
And a couple $100,000 would help.
There's a version of Help every time we stay together in a hotel room, so it's like a sleep apnea study.
I think we should get some kind of Kickstarter together. I really want to see the Exotics in that version of Help or Hard Day's Night. Let's go either one. Even though I know you have
Well,
a
come
beef-
on tour with us, Matt. That'd be
even
great.
I'm in. I'm in.
All right, it's time for some more exotics. Guys, take it away.
We're going to do a song called Hotline. I believe this is off The Ventures Play Batman, isn't it? Give it up for Mr. Brent Zocker on guitar. That is The Spy's Demise, featured on our Spy EP. I think he wrote that one at the Safe House. Doug wrote it at the Safe House. All right, thanks everybody for coming to see us tonight. It's nice to see you. Thanks for coming out in the rain. MSC, thank you for hosting. Anodyne, of course. This is a beautiful place. Did a Black Sabbath cover band play here one time? Yeah, we were there. Yeah, it was awesome. All right, we're going to leave you with this. This is written by Mr. Paul Wall. This is off our first album, Go Go Guitars. This is Sandaway.
What more do you want?
Tonight's edition of Local Live was broadcast and live streamed from Anodyne on Bruce and Walker's Point. Local Live is a production of 91.7 FM WMSC, produced by Matt Wild and me, Sid. Audio and video engineering by Knieverland Productions. All graphics by Air Truck Design. Band hospitality by Transfer Pizza. Thank you, The Exotics, for a surfing good time.
Yeah, one more hand. You can find upcoming guests and archives of past Local Live segments at WMSE.org. Tune in again next Tuesday at 6 p.m. for another in-studio session with musical guest Cozy Danger. They have a great new song that I know I've heard on WMSE. And stay tuned for more info about our next live from Anodyne show on May 7th. That is with Jinxie. They put out one of my favorite Milwaukee records of last year. Don't miss that one. Thank you again to The Exotics. Thank you to our audience tonight. Thanks for dancing. Thanks for applauding. Thanks for everyone. Good night.
Good night.